Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Grace, where everyone loves coffee and everyone needs God's grace. You got your coffee? I've got mine. I've got my ceramic mug today that I got at the state fair last year. This is locally made in Alaska. And today I've just got plain black Folgers coffee. Folgers pour over. So grab your coffee. Let's get into our morning devotion. We are doing on the Bible app, the plan 3 days to maximizing your potential by Mark Sanborn. And yesterday we did deeper thinking, and today we are doing refocus, the antidote to perpetual distraction. What preoccupies the mind controls the life. That's from Timothy Keller. A friend was searching for his cell phone and explained this to the person he was talking to on his cell phone. We live in the age of perpetual distraction, and the antidote to this is focus. How focused are you right now? Are you reading these words while scanning your smartphone for a text and simultaneously checking for new emails? Are you fully present in the moment or wondering what's for dinner tonight? There are so many different things that can distract us personally as well as professionally. The digital age has fully enveloped our minds, evidenced by the fact that people communicate more through emails, text messages, and social networking than they do face-to-face or even over the telephone. While acknowledging that email can be important, can you imagine all of the things that you could accomplish in your day if you stayed consistently focused on other and more important things? On the path toward achieving long-term success professionally, you'll encounter obstacles and detours. You can't control all of them, but you can control your focus. Distraction impedes getting better. The solution? Focus or refocus. Why refocus? Number 1, refocusing saves time and energy. You'll stop wasting time on low priority or ineffective activities and spend more time on those things that will produce your greatest results and improvement. Number 2, refocusing keeps you or puts you back on track. We all get off track periodically and need to readjust. Refocus isn't just about doing new and different things, but rather is about bringing your efforts into alignment and current needs into alignment with current needs and realities. Number 3, refocusing brings others into alignment. If you are a leader, your team takes its cues from you. When you're focused, you send a strong message about what you need to be doing. Number 4, refocusing speeds results. You can't get results doing the wrong things quickly. Refocusing is an appraisal of what will get you the best results fastest. How to refocus. Number 1, challenge assumptions. Quit doing what doesn't Quit doing what doesn't serve you best. Number 2, stop multitasking. Number 3, block times to concentrate on what is most important. So that is today, refocus. And that's focusing ourselves from the perpetual distractions that are around us. And our verses today, Ecclesiastes 2, 1 through 11. I said to myself, "Come, now I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good." But that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, is madness, and what does pleasure accomplish? I tried cheering myself with wine and embracing folly, my mind still guiding me with wisdom. I wanted to see what was good for people to do under the heavens during the few days of their lives. I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself and planted vineyards. I made gardens and parks and planted all kinds of fruit trees in them. I made reservoirs to water groves of flourishing trees. I bought male and female slaves and had other slaves who were born in my house. I also owned more herds and flocks than anyone in Jerusalem before me. I amassed silver and gold for myself and the treasures of kings and provinces. I acquired male and female singers and a harem as well, the delights of a man's heart. I became greater by far than anyone in Jerusalem before me. In all this my wisdom stayed with me. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. Yet, when I surveyed all that my hands had done, and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. So, that's Ecclesiastes. And, the distractions. Kind of talked about that a little bit yesterday, about the distractions that flood our minds when we're trying to focus on God and trying to make good decisions and things. All the things that flood our minds and our lives. And this is one of the things that is good and it's bad. As you can see, I do YouTube videos, and I have 3 different channels, and it gets to be a lot, and I use my phone a lot for editing and filming, and it gets distracting sometimes that I'm on my phone all the time. And when I'm not working on my phone, then I'm looking at what other people are doing, other YouTube videos and other Instagram, and trying to learn how to do it better by watching other people. And it's just like, I feel like I'm on my phone all the time. I don't necessarily, I don't play games on my phone. I don't do email much. I'm not an email person. I don't do a lot of texting or talking on the phone. But I guess it's just, the social media. And I don't do a lot of it just seeing what other people are doing necessarily. It's my work, doing the YouTube channels and editing and all that stuff I do on my phone. But I do have my Bible app on the phone, and I do have I do get one of my devotions in I get the guidepost in my email. So a lot of times I will go to looking for my devotion and get distracted, and I'll go and one of my emails will take me here, take me there, and then I get all distracted, and I find that I'm out there. And so life is distracting. The phone is distracting. I find myself doing multiple things at one time because I'm waiting for this to upload or that to download, and while I'm doing that, I'm also doing this and I'm doing that. And even this right now, I'm doing a YouTube video, yet I'm also doing my devotions. And so it's a lot. We take in a lot, and there's a lot of outside stimulation coming in all the time, with TV, movies, just all the things that we're pressured to do nowadays. Just life. It seems like it was a lot easier when I was younger, as far as, when I was a kid, and we didn't have TV. We didn't have a telephone. We didn't have electricity. We lived, in a cabin in the woods, and we went outside to play. And that was what we did. And maybe it does seem that simple for kids, but my parents didn't seem to be always busy, even though, they had to haul the wood. They had a lot of chores to do living that way. My mother cooked on the wood cook stove. And so every meal you had to get the fire going in the cook stove, and we had only wood heat, so we had to keep the fire going all day. We had to, bring in the wood. We had to get the wood. We did the fishing, the hunting, the gardening. We had pigs at times. We had a dog lot full of dogs. My parents, or my dad, ran the Iditarod multiple times, and so that was part of our lives. And we had all these things going on. Yet I feel like we had company all the time. It's like every evening we either had someone over at our house or we went somewhere. We were always visiting people. And so that doesn't seem to be a thing that people do hardly anymore. We have to set aside time to go visit someone. And I don't understand why that is. We used to just stop by somebody's house and like, hey, go to their door and they would welcome us in. Nowadays, you have to call ahead and make sure they're home and make sure they're not busy, and and they prepare for you to come and all these things, and it's just not the same. We used to just stop by someone's house, and times have changed, and we have a lot that we take in every single day. And I really wish that I could simplify my life even more. And I've simplified my life with my surroundings, the things around me. But life is still life. There's still all the things that you have to worry about nowadays that you'd never had to worry about before. I don't know. I don't understand exactly what I mean. But I'm sure you do. You understand that there's a lot of pressure, and we're always multitasking, and we're always busy, and I don't know what we're busy with, but we're always busy. And I used to, when my kids were little, I used to find time to read books. I used to read, like I could sit down and read a book in a week, or less. And now I don't know what's keeping me busy. I'm not even working right now. This is, I'm just doing YouTube videos, and I'm not making any money off of them, but it's just what I do. It's just what I feel God wants me to do right now. And I'm also, I also paint, and I'm going to start selling my paint in a store, my paintings, my work in a store. And so I'm hoping to be able to make some money that way, because that's something I really enjoy doing, and I feel that God gave me that talent. And so that's what I'm going to start doing there. But I'm not even working, so I'm not sure why I always feel so busy. And maybe it's because I'm not working that I feel like I have a lot of time, so I can, I don't know, like not pressure myself to get things done because I have plenty of time to do them. Yet maybe I waste time. I'm not sure. Anyway, I feel like I'm totally distracted today, and I don't know why. I'm feeling a little down today. It's been raining for a few days, and there's a couple people around me that I know of are also down, and because they're down, you get down too. And it's just a struggle sometimes. Sometimes we struggle, and that brings in distraction. And when you're distracted, it's hard to focus. And so I'm going to try to focus today. And I do. I make myself lists, and I make myself goals, and I do a lot better when I'm strict with myself and have goals. When I make myself do things, when I make myself get out and walk, when I make myself eat properly, when I restrict myself, when I have restrictions, when I have, it's not necessarily goals, but I have to discipline myself in certain ways, and then I feel better focused. Yeah, if I'm all over the place with parts of my life, then the rest is just a constant distraction of things. So if I can focus and discipline myself on some things, then I feel in control, and then I can focus on other things. And so I'll make my lists every day of the things that I want to get done. And some of those things the most important things for that day go at the top of the list. And, devotions is always at the top of the list. And then normally I have dishes right under that, because that is something that I do every single day. Once a day, either morning or night, I do the dishes, because we only have enough dishes for one meal. We have 2 plates, 2 bowls, so you have to do the dishes every single day, and it only takes a few minutes. We have to heat up the water. It takes a few minutes more than probably if you have hot running water, but it only takes a few minutes. And so, anyways, so that's on my list. And then under that is, a YouTube video, or editing, or filming, or, answering comments, or whatever it may be. Those things go on the list. And so I try to stay focused. And I'm also trying to not do multiple things at one time unless I'm waiting on something else. And that's where I get all jumbled and messy and not doing my best work on any one thing, because I've got too many things going on. So anyways, I feel like this whole video is a jumbled up mess, but I hope that you got something out of it. And yesterday was deeper thinking, so we're thinking deeper about the things that we do each day. And then today we're focusing. So we're thinking about what we're thinking about, and we're focusing on what we're doing each day. And so we're going to try to not waste our day, and focus. Be intentional about what you're doing. If your heart's not in what you're doing, it's like reading a book, but your mind is out here, and you have no idea what you're reading, and you can read the same paragraph over and over and over, and you still have no idea what you just read. Sometimes that's our life. We're going through life, and we can look back, and you're like, I don't even remember what I did this morning. I don't know how I felt. I don't know what I was, I can't even remember what I did. We're too busy, and we need to focus. We need to slow down and just do one thing at a time, and think about what we're doing, and do each thing to our best ability. And God doesn't want us to partially do things and get things half done. And He wants us to accomplish and be disciplined. Discipline is a good thing. Discipline yourself. Make yourself do things. Make yourself focus. And it takes practice, but I've been there. I've done it. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get your mind to automatically focus on what you're doing, it comes easier and easier. And obviously you can lose it, because I stopped doing that. I stopped practicing it, and now my mind is all a jumble. And it's also, the time of year, and the light and the dark. We're losing a lot of daylight right now, and especially when it's raining for multiple days. Our summer's over, and it was so quick, and we're now going into fall. The leaves are changing, and it's been constant raining, and it was like, 48 degrees this morning. So, but like I said yesterday, all things we can be grateful for. It is cold outside. It's getting colder, and it's wet, and it's raining, but I have a home, and I'm nice, and I'm warm, and I'm dry, and I thank God for that. And I feel bad, and I pray for those that are outside in this wet cold right now. That seems to be a little early and unexpected, but anyways, focus. I keep getting distracted and running off on little bunny trails. Anyhow, I am going to say goodbye for today. Tomorrow we are going to do our last day of this Bible plan. So we're going to find out our third way to, I don't even remember what it was. Okay. Wow. 3 days to maximizing your potential. So if we can get this down, if we can think deeper and we can focus, and there's going to be one more thing. So let's wait till tomorrow and find out what that is. Let's work on focus today. So give me a thumbs up if you like this. Give me some comments, subscribe, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.